Hey! He's back! The man, the myth, the legend. How are you doing? Did you miss me? I bet you did, didn't you? Right, I'm going to go in a minute and I'm going to film a drink. Just as a little film to start the video. People like to see it, but check this out, guys. Look, I feel like a cross between Grizzly Adams and Crystal Gale. Too long, but there you go. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? We've got an edit. Look at the razor. The razor will be along later. Look at the brush we're using. The Yakimoka. I hope that camera is picking that up. Can you see the white behind it? But there are veins of like dark amber in there. It's just, this is absolutely beautiful, this brush. 26mm Yakimoka. Badger, look at that. Now this is the densest knot. It really is an absolutely wonderful plush knot. Mr. Bond, there you go. And what we're gonna do, Mr. Bond, and there you go. Look, just splashed a bit of boiling water out of the cup on my belly, so I got a little red spot on my belly. Oh, anyway, enough. Look, it's not boiling. It's hot water, tap water, as hot as you can stand it. Got it in the official John Shave Super Soaker. That'll be in there 10 minutes per instructions from Bradley. Bradley told me about, I wasn't fond of badger brushes, I just couldn't make them work, but I was ignorant, just a lack of knowledge. I mean, ignorant in the truest sense, just a lack of knowledge. And Bradley said to me, smoke it. Bradley said, smoke it, man. Willie Nelson. Bradley said to me, soak it. And it's only been a week since I did a video. He said, smoke it. There again? Oh, God. Soak it for about 10 minutes before use. It makes a world of difference. I'm still tired, as you can tell. I need my morning tea. We'll chat in the video. I'm going to go drink and I will see you in a minute. Oh, so guys, listen, coffee's not going to do this. Not going to fix this today. So we're on tea, but look at this. Look at this. 100 years of the nation's favourite. So we're having chocolate digestives from McVitie's, not McVitie's. Stop that. We're going to have that very kindly sent to me by John Lucerarian. I think I've bought some since, but that tin was sent to me by him. Thank you, John. And there's the teapot. So we're going to make it. We're going to make it in, look, a behemoth. Sports Direct. If you live in this country, it's a national institution. Sports Direct, a sports superstore. They sell sports, like, you know, like trousers and baseball bats and baseball caps and kind of thing. These mugs, they were only about £1. And it holds a pint, and I'm having a pint of tea today, guys. I will see you in the den. Well, actually, if I've a mind to, I'll film a few little segments of me making the tea. But for now, I'll see you back in the den. Well, there we have our tea. It's been just sat there mashing now for a minute or two. I'll put that down there. I'll grab a couple of sugar cubes. I only have 2 sugar cubes in there. And then let's get this tea poured. It's a little weaker than I would have liked it. You can't get it right every time, can you? So we'll put some milk in that and see you in the den. And just like that, we're back in the den. How are you all doing? Oh my word, there you go. Hey, here we go, another Saturday. I nearly said Wednesday then. Another Saturday, another shave, and I know you've seen by the thumbnail. I point there because the thumbnail's replicated just here beside me. Replicated. What a word. It's been replicated here, so that's why I'm pointing down there. But the most important thing today, look, is that McVitie's chocolate digestive. That's a snackerage. That's a snack that you have when you're shaving. And there's your shaverage. That's a beverage you have when you're shaving. Oh my word. Sometimes, guys, Only a cup of tea will do. There you go, what we having. Well, look at this. Stuart George gifted me this a year or so ago. Maybe a little bit longer. Sterling British leather. Look at this. Look. Oh, it smells. Do you know what I get? Let me. Oh, yeah. I get a lovely, rich hint of lavender and musk. But not a lot of lavender. I'm not a massive lavender fan, but it's just the tiniest little hint at the end of the sniff. But primarily it's musk and like a hint of leather. It's an absolute beautiful scent. So that's the shaving soap. I've got some here in the official John Shaves 101 brush that was made for me by Spot Prints. If you get in touch with Spot Prints on Etsy and say I want the John Shaves brush, you'll make one for you. There you go. Absolutely wonderful. So we're going to be shaving with that. We're going to be eating that. The brush is into so razor. I knew there was something. The razor. Look, Floyd Balm. That's not the razor. Come on, honestly, guys. I'll tell you, I'm all like 6s and 7s. The Stirling razor. That's not a Stirling handle. That's a handle, a wooden handle. Look at that. I got off a cheap little razor I bought on eBay for £2. The razor was awful, but I knew I just wanted that handle, so I bought it, threw the razor head away, kept that handle, and then I bought that on Shaving Time that was described as the Stirling Aggressive Razor Head. I don't know if they do them anymore, but they did them at one point, and I snapped this little bad boy up. What we're going to be putting in it, we're going to be putting in it Paul Silver, vintage Paul Silvers. These guys, I don't like using these blades because they're absolutely phenomenal. Look at them, they really, really are super duper smooth and super duper sharp. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep this packaging. I don't think I've ever used the same razor blade twice, but in this instance, I may do it with these because they are just such phenomenal blades. There you go. We'll get that on there. Paul Silver stainless. These are at the Wizamet factory in Wizametistan, I think it is. I think it's Poland, isn't it? There you go. Come on, John, don't be offending people. There you go. Woo! We'll get that in there in the official John Shaves Super Soaker and have some more tea. Oh, and then we'll tell you, do I look tired? Right, come on. I think I should have put a bit more sugar in that tea. There you go. Woof. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, come on. Don't be aggressive. Don't be, I like a wet badger, mate. Not a sloppy badger. A wet one. There you go. Right in there. And we'll see. We'll probably just whip up a ball. The reason I'm doing this like this is because for future, if I decide to sell, get rid of, or trade soaps and splashes and so on, or swap or something like that, it's just I'd rather do it with ones that I haven't touched. Human hands haven't touched that. That's always been scooped out of the tub. So that tends to be what I want to carry on doing. Look at this. We'll get that on there. I've done this so I can revisit the puck. Not revisit the puck. So I can revisit the ball. John, look, come on. Right. Oh, let's get a wriggle on, come on. So how are you all doing? Oh, do you know? Badger's hair retains heat like you would not believe. Do you know when we're coming into winter, guys? If you want a lovely, nice, warm, comfortable, luxuriant shave, it's got to be the Badger, hasn't it? So thank you once again to Bradley for that information that changed my... People were saying to me, I can't believe you don't like badger brushes, John. But in a way, he's ruined me, because there are very, very few synthetics I like now I've been schooled in the use of the mighty badger. Oh, stop with this frivolous waffleisation and get on. There's some growth here, isn't there? I've not shaved since last... Was it Friday or Saturday when I last filmed the Saturday? I can't remember which day it was. We'll say Saturday. Saturday now. So it's... my watch broke. So I'm trying to get a new watch strap. So it's been... We've got a week's growth. The Stirling. I think this Stirling... Well, I know the blade's going to perform. 7 days growth. You saw it, guys. Oh. Look at this. Look. That. I can't feel any air. Look at that. Can you see that? That is absolutely phenomenal. Just proof that, like their soaps and splashes and brushes, when Stirling decide to do something, they just do it right, don't they? Oh my word. Right, so how have you all been? What happened Wednesday? Well, I'll tell you what happened Wednesday. We're a man down at work, and we had some software issues with the machinery. Oh, and I came home, guys, my head. I got in a little bit later than normal. There was roadworks, just traffic from nowhere. It had been an absolute horrendous day. My head was pounding, and like I said, I got in late. By the time I had had something to eat and sat down, it was 8 o'clock. And I just said to my wife, I'm going to have to go to bed. And I had also pulled a hip flexor muscle, which I did weeks ago. I did about 3 weeks ago. It's healing, but very, very slow. Your hip flexor muscle is an extremely thick, fibrous, dense, strong muscle, you know. You damage that, it's going to take a while. So it's healing. I can feel it. Like 3 weeks ago, the pain was at 100%. Now the pain's at about 92. But you can feel it ever so slightly lessening. And that's it. It's dropping by about 4% a week. So I did what every good, normal, sane person would do in that situation and Googled it. And it's right. I'm online. It said 3 to 6 weeks for it to heal. But that's 3 to 6 weeks if you're resting it, not carrying 10, 15 kilo bales of rags up 3 flights of stairs and pushing machinery and boxes and heavy boxes around factories and standing on uneven concrete floors. It's going to take a little bit longer, but that's where we're at. But hey, let's get back to the shave. You can see this cream is wonderful, isn't it? And check out this razor, look. Check out this razor and this blade. What a combi. Look. Now you've seen that, look. A preline, look. Not an Eileen. Not an Eileen. A preline, look. Eh? And that's just one shave with that. Absolutely phenomenal. Here we go. I'll tell you what though, guys. I woke up Thursday morning and I felt horrible. You know, this beard, do not like it. We're not shaving on video because you need something to shave. I couldn't be a daily shaver, but were I not shaving on video, I'd certainly be a 3, maybe a 4 times a week shaver. I used to shave 4 times a week. But it just feels hard. I hate it. Do you know, you see these guys walking around with these big bushy beards. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not to my taste. I've not. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against them. I've got friends who've got beards. But I don't know how you do it. I really, really don't. On Friday in work, this was driving me insane. It was. I just, oh. Well, there you go. So, what do you think of this, Stirling? British leather. Let me know. I know some of you have been doing Stirling September. Well done, guys. If you have, but you've not posted, please let me know what you thought, what you used actually. What you used your Stirling September. Doesn't have to be Stirling, just let me know what you use full stop. I do like reading your shaves because it gives me inspiration. And indeed, sometimes you put your shaves on and I've gone, I've got that, and then I've used it a week after, so. And then I do genuinely just like seeing what people are shaving with. I think it's really nice. Oh, different strokes for different folks, isn't it? Right. I get that in there, get that big blob there. Oh. But yeah, so I woke up, I went to bed last night at 10 to 8 p.m. and woke up this morning at 10 to 9 p.m. So what's that, 13 hours of just sheer blackness. I was, just like I said, we were a man down. And then Nick, bless him, he's not been well all week. He phoned in sick yesterday, so we had extra to do. And we've got bases we need to cover. And we got them, me and Graham between us, we got them all covered. But my word, it takes it out of you. I was talking to one of the guys at work, do you know, a job I had, 38 years ago, don't stop it. A job I had, 28 years ago. I used to deliver barrels of beer and cases of beer by hand, under the radar to pubs and clubs, so the brewery didn't know, little fiddle going on. It's a long story, but that's what I did. And because if the pubs were owned by a brewery, if the managers got caught buying beer from anybody else, you were sacked and lost a pub. You had to buy your beer, but the way it was run is you were put in there as a manager and you ran it as if it was your business. So any profit you made was yours, but you had to buy the beer from the brewery, kind of like a franchise. Well, the brewery were charging even back then, £100 for a barrel of beer. Whereas my boss could get it for 60. So he was getting it at 60, selling it to them for 80. He was making 20 quid. They were saving 20 quid. And basically, well, of course, I would turn up to a pub. I've got you 3 barrels of beer here. One lager, one cider, one bitter. And they were like, oh, there's the key for the drop. And it'd be round the back, and you would either have to carry them down a flight of stairs, or they would open the drop and you would carry it down. But nobody was allowed to see anything. It was all done under the radar. And I'm getting to the point. The point was, what I've done in work this week has tired me out. And I said to one of the guys I worked with, if I was to go back in time and do now, just for one day, what I did 6 days a week delivering the beer, I'd be hospitalised. I would. It has absolutely wiped me out. It really has. But my nature is get your head down and do what you can. Fair day's work for a fair day's pay. Go home having done your best. with a clear conscience. Look at this, guys. Might scrape myself there, pressing a little too hard. We did okay, didn't we? Lather mittens. Woo! Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Expect anything else from Stirling. Look, let me just... Here's my camera. Let me try and get the light on. Here's my... I don't know if my camera, but the sheen on that is phenomenal. And I don't mean Barry sheen. See, everybody now's going, doesn't he mean Charlie? No, don't. Charlie Sheen. Who's Charlie Sheen? Charlie Sheen's nothing. Google Barry Sheen. Barry Sheen was the man. There you go. And that's it. There isn't a lot. That is some kind of phenomenal razor lock. It really, really is. Oh. Let's come on. Woof. My shaving towel here. And that's it. So, what's your shave of the day? What's your other SOTD? I've not mentioned that for a while, have I? Your slurp of the day. I am having jam shed. A glass of wine later. My son is coming up and I've got a cigar. We're having a cigar. What's it called now? I'm having one. It's called a 1502. My son's bringing it for me. I just can't remember who it is that makes it. But there you go. Come on, check this out. Hey, look at that. Smooth as a baby's bum. And I know what you're all thinking. Yes, John. And it looks like one too. I know. I can take it. Just keep it coming, guys. My turn will come. There you go. Let's get this. It's going to sting. Oh, and it does. Oh. Right. See. To me now the lovely leather comes shining through, but I tend to pick up vanilla. And that, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. And then we'll balm up with this. Put that moisture back in. And I'm going to go and sit down. Finish that little biscuit. Finish that cup of tea. Upload this video. And then while it's uploading, I shall clean down in the den. And then Angela is coming back later from the supermarket. And I think we are going to have a pizza. We have a supermarket here, makes your own pizzas. You can choose whatever toppings you want on it. I'm having spicy cheese. It is just quite literally that fresh cheese grated with herbs and spices in it. I'm having that and bacon. There you go. We did okay, didn't we? We did okay. Hey, listen, do you know what, guys? You have to live as a lion. Don't die like a lamb. Do you know what I mean? I saw a wonderful quote. But sometimes you have to be the lion in order to live like the lamb that you want to be. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your principles. Stand up for right and wrong. What's right and wrong, you must stand up. You must always do what is right. And I say this because we as men in the wet shaving, right, we tend to be what I call true, good old-fashioned, decent men who stand up for truth, decency, love and faith. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and remember, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change. And we can change the world, can't we? One shave at a time. Look after yourselves and each other. Apologies for not putting up. I know some guys do genuinely. Look forward to the shave and I felt really bad about that. So I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I will see you on Wednesday. We'll get another Wednesday shave out, won't we? Take it easy, guys. Bye.